Hi, my name is Sridhar son of Ramya with matrix number A24B3885. For our case study, I will be presenting on the case summary or the synopsis of the case. First of all, I would like to introduce the business background and the key decision maker of the business. So the business organization that we have chosen for the business case study analysis on tax compliance challenges and e-invoicing readiness among Malaysian enterprises is Publica Mobile Sdn Bhd, which has almost 5 branches all over Kelantan. Publica Mobile Sdn Bhd revolves around the sale of smartphone, mobile phone accessories, and mobile phone repair services, and its target customers are the general mobile phone user community, which includes various people who need mobile communication devices. Publica Mobile started as a partnership business organization at first, and it has gradually improved its performance and has been now shifted into a private limited company, thus recognized as Publica Mobile Sdn Bhd because of the increasing revenues and size of the business itself. The management opted for an alternate structure for their business in the private limited company form, also known as Sdn Bhd. Now, I will summarize the core taxation issue or the dilemma that has been faced by Publica Mobile Sdn Bhd, which is the complexity of the e-invoicing system that can be seen as the e-invoicing can sometimes be troublesome for small businesses like Publica Mobile Sdn Bhd and difficult to be applied as the system can quite be complex. Now, I'm going to present on the sequence of events and also will present the outcome or decision point reached. As for Publica Mobile Sdn Bhd, the company's plan to strengthen its taxation and financial management in the future is by spending its money on the allowable expenses rather than in the non-allowable expenses, so that taxation payment can be reduced as much as possible, as tax should always be paid accordingly. Also, the accountant, Encik Hafiz, has realized that it is vital to understand taxation compliance or the financial management and all of this, the importance in the business entity and also the society's growth. Besides, tax is not just about the government gaining income from the public, as hiring the disabled workers could eventually help the workers to get jobs, and at the same time, this will also help the business to gain tax relief as an advantage. Now,
Greetings to the lecturer. My name is Narendraj son of V. Sevarajan, matric number A24B3883. Now, let us continue the presentation with key learning points from the case study report. The first objective learning of the report is to analyze the tax compliance challenges faced by small-medium enterprises. This analysis helps small-medium enterprises to be prepared to face these challenges. Next, the case study is conducted to evaluate financial management practices that supports tax compliances. The intended audience will be able to comprise information about proper financial strategies in accordance to compliances. Moreover, this report also helps to identify strategies for overcoming taxation hurdles and recommend policy and educational initiatives to ease compliances for SMEs. This case study able to open platform for SME owners to analyze proper strategies in achieving the tax practices.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuzalika Sofia binti Zaidi. My matric number is A24A3643. This case study is intended for several key audience. First, SMEs in Malaysia, particularly in retail and service industries, who face similar tax compliance challenges. Second, entrepreneurs and startups who can learn from Publica Mobile financial management and e-invoicing readiness. Third, tax authorities like LHDM who benefit from understanding SME struggle to improve support policies. Finally, academics and students, as this project provides practical insight into taxation practice. Together, this audience highlight why Publica Mobile experience is relevant and valuable. So that's all for intended audience. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Haikal Pujangga bin Masri. My matrix number is A24A3595, and I will be presenting about learning approach, where this case can be used effectively through a group discussion and also analysis, so that students also can understand how entrepreneurs real experience in invoicing implementation. They can understand especially how the entrepreneur face challenges like complexity and also the staff readiness. So our group approach is focused on how ready and how useful invoicing are to a business. We discuss complicatedly how a small business and how a company can properly ready, especially with system that is not provided. This discussion also help us to connect theory, policy, and also a real business experience. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Isam Yusri. I will be continuing the presentation about discussion point. The first point is digital adoption versus cost. The question is, does the high cost of digital accounting system like SQL outweigh the benefit for small businesses? Yes, the investment is justified. In public and mobile case, manual record keeping, cost reporting lag and error. The digital automate data entry from the POS to the account, which is crucial for the self-assessment system, where the burden of proof is on the taxpayer to ensure accuracy and avoid penalties. Second one is the risk of wait and see for invoicing. Public and mobile adopt e-invoicing early. So what are the risks for small medium enterprise that wait until the mandatory deadline? The answer is SME that wait risk operational disruptions. Public and mobile found that invoicing require not just software update but also significant staff training and workflow changes. Business that delay risk system crash, inability to issue invoice during the transaction, and potential fine once the mandate is is enforced. And the third one is optimizing tax without manufacturing incentive. Public and mobile note that many tax incentives favor manufacturing over retail service. So how can service-based SME still optimize their tax liability? The answer is, while they may miss out on the status-based incentive, service SME can optimize tax by focusing on allowable expenses. Or as done by Encik Hafiz, business should rigorously filter expense to ensure all operating costs are fully deducted under the Income Tax Act, rather than rely on broad grant that may not qualify for.
Good day everyone, my name is Lachna Vijay and my matrix number is A25B4043. Continuing from what my groupmate has just explained, I will move on to the next discussion points from this case study. First, the transformation from a partnership to a Sendirian Berhad. From a tax point of view, this involves a trade-off. Even though a Sendirian Berhad has more paperwork and audit requirements, it benefits from SME tax rates of 15% or 17% on the first tranche of chargeable income. As the business grows, these can be more tax efficient compared to the higher personal tax rates paid by partners in a partnership. Next, the hybrid compliance model, which combines internal and external support. In this case, the internal accountant, Encik Hafiz, handles daily tasks like cash flow and data entry, while the external consultant manages technical tax matters and updates. This setup creates a good check and a balance system, reducing the risk of errors, audits and penalties. Lastly, the new entity financing trap. Even though the business was already operating before, banks still treated the new Sendirian Berhad as a new entity with no track record. This made loan approvals more difficult, showing the importance of planning ahead when restructuring a business. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Welcome and good day everyone. My name is Norfa Chowni Mejismawari. My number matrix is A24A3602. Public and mobile Sendirian Berhad faces several taxation challenges like LHDN deadlines, e-invoicing completion, and limited staff tax knowledge. From our analysis, the main issue wasn't unwillingness to comply, but manual efficiency. The company relied too much on manual record keeping, causing errors, delays, and unnecessary stress. Once Hafiz digitalized operations and trained his staff, compliance improved significantly. 3 strategies made this possible. First, the use of SQL POS and SQL accounting, automated transaction, and reduce human error. Second, collaboration with tax consultants, ensure correct deduction and filings. Third, staff training and internal audit, build awareness under the self-assessment system, overall by shifting from manual to digital system. Public and mobile achieve more accurate and efficient compliance. The company's action align with key framework. Under the self-assessment system, staff awareness improve voluntary compliance. The cost-benefit analysis shows that while digitalization increased short-term costs, it led to long-term accuracy and efficiency. And following LHDN's SME guidelines, early e-invoicing adoption improves transparency and readiness. Based on this, we recommend that SMEs like Public and Mobile adopt full My Invoice e-invoicing, continue LHDN tax training, appoint a tax compliance officer, and treat digitalization as a long-term investment, not an expense. In conclusion, Public and Mobile's journey show that readiness and knowledge are the foundation of SME tax compliance.
My name is Amin Bakis. I'm a matric 204A3616. Through this case study, we learned that SME taxation is not just about paying tax once a year. It requires continuous compliance, proper record keeping, and good financial planning to avoid penalties and reporting issues. We were surprised by the challenges faced by SMEs, especially tight reporting deadlines, limited tax initiative for retail businesses, and the complexity of implementing e-invoicing even for a well-managed company. Overall, this experience changed our understanding of SME taxation by showing that businesses must be digital ready and rely on professional support such as accountants and tax consultants, to remain compliant and sustainable in the long run.